Welcome to the Bible in 1 Year with Melissa Sykes. Today is January 8th. A series of genealogies tracks the descendants of Abraham through Hagar and Keturah, but the descendants through Sarah, Isaac, and his son Jacob take center stage as the ancestors of the Israelites. Although the Lord had promised Abraham the land of Canaan, where he relocated to in faith, Abraham never owned any part of the land except Sarah's burial plot. It was a down payment on the fulfillment of God's promise of the land of Canaan. The Israelites' later liberation from Egypt is rooted in their genealogy, their connection to Abraham, and in God's promise of the land of Canaan to Abraham. Throughout the Bible, genealogies connect the past, Eve's promised seed, who will crush the serpent's head, through the family of Abraham to the future fulfillment of the promise in Christ. The genealogies are recorded so that God's people would see His work in the past, His purpose in the present, and His promises for the future. Abraham's descendants, Genesis chapter 25, verses 1 through 4. What follows took place sometime after Sarah's death, Genesis chapter 23, verses 1 through 20. Abraham married another wife whose name was Keturah. She gave birth to Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan was the father of Sheba and Dedan. Dedan's descendants were the Asherites, Letushites, and Lumites. Midian's sons were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. These were all descendants of Abraham through Keturah. 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verses 32 and 33. The sons of Keturah, Abraham's concubine, were Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shua. The sons of Jokshan were Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Midian were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. All these were the descendants of Abraham through his concubine Keturah. Genesis chapter 25, verses 5 through 6. Abraham gave everything he owned to his son Isaac, but before he died, he gave gifts to the sons of his concubines and sent them off to a land in the east away from Isaac. Ishmael's descendants, Genesis chapter 25, verses 12 through 18. This is the account of the family of Ishmael, the son of Abraham through Hagar, Sarah's Egyptian servant. Here is a list, by their names and clans, of Ishmael's descendants. The oldest was Nebaioth, followed by Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These 12 sons of Ishmael became the founders of 12 tribes named after them, listed according to the places they settled and camped. Ishmael lived for 137 years. Then he breathed his last and joined his ancestors in death. Ishmael's descendants occupied the region from Havilah to Shur, which is east of Egypt in the direction of Ashur. There they lived in open hostility toward all their relatives. 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verses 28 through 31. The sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. These are their genealogical records. The sons of Ishmael were Nebaioth the oldest, Kedar, Adbeel, Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedemah. These were the sons of Ishmael. Isaac's descendants, 1 Chronicles chapter 1, verse 34. Abraham was the father of Isaac. The sons of Isaac were Esau and Israel. The births of Jacob and Esau. Genesis chapter 25, verses 19 through 26, around 2006 or 1840 BC. This is the account of the family of Isaac, the son of Abraham. When Isaac was 40 years old, he married Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean from Padan Haran, and the sister of Laban, the Aramean. Isaac pleaded with the Lord on behalf of his wife because she was unable to have children. The Lord answered Isaac's prayer, and Rebekah became pregnant with twins. But the two children struggled with each other in her womb. So she went to ask the Lord about it. "Why is this happening to me?" she asked. And the Lord told her, "The sons in your womb will become two nations. From the very beginning, the two nations will be rivals. One nation will be stronger than the other, and your older son will serve your younger son." And when the time came to give birth, Rebekah discovered that she did indeed have twins. The first one was very red at birth and covered with thick hair like a fur coat. so they named him Esau. Then the other twin was born, with his hand grasping Esau's heel, so they named him Jacob. Isaac was 62 years old when the twins were born. The death of Abraham. Genesis chapter 25, verses 7 through 11, around 1991 or 1825 BC. When Esau and Jacob were about 15 years old, their grandfather Abraham died. Compare Genesis chapter 21, verses 4 and 5, and Genesis chapter 25, verse 26. Abraham lived for 175 years, and he died at a ripe old age, having lived a long and satisfying life. He breathed his last and joined his ancestors in death. His sons Isaac and Ishmael buried him in the cave of Machpelah, near Mamre, in the field of Ephron, son of Zohar the Hittite. This was the field Abraham had purchased from the Hittites and where he had buried his wife Sarah. After Abraham's death, God blessed his son Isaac, who settled near Beer Lahai Roi in the Negev.